ready to guzzle or gag in the ultimate beer battle of tastes. Join us as we sip, savour, and sometimes spit our way through the world's most talked about brews. Let's get pouring and exploring.
Hey, that cut off early, but that's okay. Shagdog, Spitter Swallow Beer Review, drinking and thinking. Let me open the beer first because that's what we do. Drinking a Yuengling Traditional Lager. I probably shouldn't be drinking because, we'll get into that later why I shouldn't be. Saturday morning after work, just going to enjoy like one or two beers. I got one beer on standby. So I just want to do some drinking and thinking, 2 or 3 subjects, maybe 4, if we're lucky, if I could think of a 4th one. Hell yeah. No Jammer this morning, but I'm sure he'll be all right with me drinking and thinking by myself. First up on the drinking and thinking, rest in peace, George Foreman. When I was very little in the 70s, I never heard of George Foreman. Of course, I think when Thrilla in Manila or whatever, he was the rebel in the jungle, right? I believe so. That was in 1974. I was not even 3 years old yet. But George Foreman, born January 10th, 1949, Marshall, Texas. Passed away yesterday, which was March 21st, 2025. First title win was January 22nd, 1973, defeating Joe Frazier. Then he lost to Muhammad Ali, of course, October 30th, 1974, the infamous Rumble in the Jungle. I believe he did retire, and then he came back out of retirement late 80s, early 90s, and then he won his second title November 5th, 1994, defeating Michael Moore at the age of 45. And I remember when he came out of retirement, he was like 40, 42, however old he was. I was like, man, he's old. There I was like 17, 18, 19 years old. And that's not really that old, yeah. Of course, George had 12 children and 5 kids. Had George Jr., George III, George IV, George V, and George VI. And then, of course, the famous George Foreman grill. I didn't like it. My ex-girlfriend really loved the George Foreman grill. It was convenient. He also became an ordained minister back in 1978, and that's what he continued doing, I heard, until, recently, of course. But George Foreman was a fun character. I mean, if I could have hung out with George, had a beer, I probably wouldn't want to spar with him. He was a big guy. He wasn't real fast, but he had a long reach, strong. He was fun to watch boxing, actually, even in those later years. And now, here's the George. It's beer can, not beer can't. Yeah, it's drinking and thinking. Saturday morning, the rough night at work. I had the 3 nights off in a row, though, which is uncommon. But they give me a third night with my 2 days. So, last night I went back to work, and people are quitting left or right, getting fired. We're shorthanded. They won't hire anybody. It's like, come on. Nothing's getting done by the time we leave. So the next shift had to pick up our slack. So, oh well. The great thing about my job is they don't force you to work overtime. So it ain't my problem. Next up on the drinking and thinking list, let's get one more beer in before I blurt out all this useful knowledge. Next up, about a week or so ago, I watched Stargate, Origin, Catherine. Low budget movie. It's a prequel. Basically has the old lady that was in the original movie. I'm not sure if she was in the series at all, her character, but Basically, when she was a little girl, her father found a Stargate. Well, this movie shows you all that again, and then it shows you like 10 years later, which apparently she must have been 12. I thought she was younger. But anyhow, she was like late teens, early 20s now. So it's in the 30s. The Stargate was founded in the 20s. But anyhow, movie has a lot of plot holes in it from the original. You're like, eh. And anyhow, you got to see it. Low budget. It puts a little DEI or DIE or whatever the hell you call that stuff in there too. I didn't like any of that. I knew it was coming too. I just saw the look on two dudes' faces. I was like, yeah, these dudes are going to end up kissing each other. But I know. My theory is Stargate. What if it was real? Ancient civilization many, many years ago. Aliens flew all the way across the cosmos to Earth, brought the Stargate here. Matter of fact, they didn't have to fly across. They could have stargated to where the most closest Stargate was and then flew here from there. Who knows, right? Anyhow, they bring us a Stargate. And just like the movie says, the original movie, they revolted. The humans did, Earthlings. And Rod left or whatever. So what happened if that really happened? Like the humans revolted. We destroyed or buried the Stargate. But aliens could have brought the knowledge that we needed. Basically, the knowledge we could have got continuously through the Stargate, materials, you name it, right? And now we have to wait a millennium for them to get back here to put a new Stargate here because of the dumb humans that revolted hundreds of thousands of years ago. So basically, by destroying or burying the Stargate, you delayed progress of civilization. Basically, it was delayed without access to the advanced knowledge and technology that could have been brought forth through the Stargate. A Stargate and alien encounter may become mythological or legendary with some doubt in the existence. So a lot of people, even if it was real, we wouldn't believe it. We'd think mythology, just like we do with a lot of things. I think a lot of mythological beings, Hercules, Zeus, Odin, Thor, I think all of them were actually aliens or people that had advanced technology, whether that was from Earth or from another alien culture, don't know. So that's just my theory. I mean, we might have effed ourselves if something like that actually happened and we destroyed or buried the Stargate. Anyhow, that was just a rare thought. Probably should have wrote that down. I did write down some key notes, but not what to talk about. But that's okay. Cheers. But it's springtime in the South, Pollen. I never had allergies or anything when I lived up north. Even my years in the Army. I spent spring in South Carolina back in 1991 for the military. I was stationed in Central America for 2 years, although I don't think they have pollen like we have here, I don't think, because it's hot there all year round. And actually, heat helps break down the pollen, so they might have high pollen there. I don't know. And then I was in Texas. I can't remember if there's a high pollen because that was 1995. I can't remember. I don't remember being allergic to pollen ever. But all the years I spent in Florida, yeah, pollen, especially in March with the orange blossoms and the oak trees. And now that I'm in South Carolina, the first couple of years I was here, it didn't bother me that much, but this year it's bothering me. And yeah, my sinus was so pressured the other day, and I was stuffed up, and oh, it's horrible. I did take a couple pills. First, I was taking some decongestion, and it helped. But then I started taking an antihistamine, and that helped a little bit better, actually, keeping it away longer. So that's the way to go. Anybody plays Fortnite, but yeah, I guess their servers were down or something. Oh well. A lot of kids were probably upset. Jameis Winston's trending. What's he trending about? Did he steal some lobsters? Oh, Jameis Winston joining the Giants for 2 years for $8 million. Man, was he a Heisman Trophy winner? I can't remember if he won the Heisman Trophy or not, but he was famous Florida State quarterback. Stole some crabs, had some sexual things with some girl. I don't know if they paid her off or not. She was supposedly from my hometown where I lived in Florida. Or that's not my hometown, but that's where I lived for 24 years. But yeah, Jameis Winston going. Was he already on? Shit, he might have been on. Oh, he was with the Browns. Last I knew he was with the Saints. I haven't been keeping up with football. Yeah. Yeah. Snow problem. Winston and Njoku extend Browns lead. Okay, that's a headline about the last snow game they had. Yeah, so Jameis Winston agrees to an $8 million deal with the Giants. 2 years, $8 million. Can you imagine that? I'd retire. I'd do 2 years and retire. All that money would go into some investment. I'd be driving the same crappy car I have now. And yeah, and I'd retire. I'd take a chance, career and an injury that you're going to have the rest of your life, dealing with it, aches and pains as you get older. Not worth it. Anyhow, hey, Jameis Winston. Okay, that's why he's trending. Of course, George Foreman we talked about earlier. So Uruguay, Argentina. Oh, Uruguay is trending for some reason. Argentina 1-0 against Uruguay. I don't know if that was the final score, 1-0, or they're 1-0. I don't know. There's a Bart Simpson's episode where Homer sees Uruguay on the map and says to Bart, "Hey, look, it's Uruguay, a country called Uruguay." It's pretty funny. A film called Adolescence or something like that. Adolescence, new Netflix series, exploring incels and Andrew Tate style misogyny. Could a teenage boy be so influenced by the likes of misogynist Andrew Tate that he's driven to murder his young classmate? Oh, misogynist. I saw the trailer for that. I thought it was like a little gay boy or something. Is that the one I saw? Yeah, I thought the two friends, one of them is gay or something. I don't know. Anyhow, if you know anything about it, comment. I'm not too keen on these subjects. All right. What else we got? Severance season 2 finale. I have never seen it, so I don't even know what the hell it's about. I'm out of the loop with it. Hollywood, sports, everything, music. I'm living in the past, man. Some movies I'll come across, yeah, wow, this looks good, sci-fi, action, whatever. But I don't go to the movies anymore because the movie theater is close to me now. It's too far away. Plus, it's in. I don't know. I don't like going to movies by myself. You know, and the only movie theater is close is at a mall. I don't like going to malls. You know, so anyhow, I watch it when they come out on streaming services. What is NYT Connections?
According to Wikipedia, Connections is a word puzzle developed and published by the New York Times as part of the New York Times Games.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. hey, just enjoying a beer, trying to do the best that I can. I'm doing the best I ever did. Go away. I'm doing the best that I can. Breaking news. Florida returns $878 million in taxpayer funds to U.S. DeSantis sends message to other states. Couldn't he send that back to the taxpayers? DeSantis said Florida has been trying to return federal funds to the federal government over the ideological strings attached by the Biden administration. Oh, well. Whew. Beer, it does the body good. Beer, it's in there. Beer, have no fear. It's beer can, not beer can't. Yeah, so what are we going to do here? Drink another beer? Or anything else? Anything else? March Madness going on right now. I'm not even sure who's winning. I used to watch that stuff in my younger days. I just don't watch it anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm old or my job schedule. I always work nights. I've worked nights most of my jobs. Might as well keep drinking and thinking, this is going great. And then I moved here from Florida to South Carolina overnights again. I'm a glutton for punishment. I'd love to have a Monday through Friday job. With weekends and holidays off, that would be great. But I don't live in a fairyland. Well, at least this country's not 100% fairyland yet. Yeah. What the hell's ApeCoin? ApeCoin is the easiest way to own the future of crypto. Part of the Coinbase 50 index, ApeCoin is the right place to start your crypto adventure. A lot of people do crypto and they can go up, 1,000, whatever. But that could drop right down. That's a risky investment. I mean, if you want to take a risk and get some quick money, but you can lose a lot too. I don't know about crypto. I don't have any crypto. I don't really understand crypto because to me, that's at least our money. We do have some cash with it still. Eventually, everything's going to go digital, though. There won't be no cash left. They're going, even with Trump now, with this, we want to be the biggest digital whatever. And it sounds like fucking Antichrist type shit to me. I mean, and someone say, well, no, everybody has to love them. It doesn't really say love, I don't think. I think it says marvel after the beast, right? A wonder after the beast. Let's check. What does the Bible say about the beast? All inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life, the Lamb who was slain for the creation of the world. These are different translations, all same thing. Okay. Worship or marvel. It doesn't say love or like. If the beast makes it so you can't buy or sell unless you get the mark, you're going to worship the beast so you get your money, right? Your digital currency. So we'll see what happens. Getting close. This one guy I watched, he says we're in the middle of the tribulation. Now, apparently the rapture hasn't happened, but I have a theory on that. He said the 2020 Abraham Accords was the peace signing. We're in the 7 years tribulation now. The attack by Hamas on Israel on October 7th, he says it was the desolation abomination. Just by coming into Israel and doing that was the abomination. Desolation. He's saying it's not the Antichrist stepping into the temple because all of Israel is the temple. That's what he says. And then, so right now, that would have been the halfway point. So 2027 will be the end, March or April of 2027. Now, my theory, if that's true, the rapture could have been at the beginning, back in 2020. All these old people are the ones that went in the rapture. The ones that were in nursing homes that their families never got to see them. They were caught up in the rapture. I finished that beer. Yeah. Anyhow, hopefully, I'm just drinking and thinking, y'all. Drinking and thinking. Don't get offended. This is my last one. I'm only drinking 2 beers. Yeah, I was talking about the pollen earlier. My sinuses are jacked up. I probably shouldn't be drinking. They were a little bit clear all night tonight, but the headache, the sinus headache. Yeah. I wish this pollen's horrible here. I want to go bike riding, but I can't ride in this crap. I guess I better get some allergy pill or something, huh? Non-drowsy allergy pill. That might help. All right. If you like wrestling, another WWE Hall of Fame Class of 2025 inductee revealed. A report from Wrestler Votes suggests that Kamala is being considered for induction into the WWE Hall of Fame Class of 2025. And I think he should. Everybody knew who was Kamala back in the day. And he was in different organizations, WCW, WWE. I can't remember if he was in the original NWA before WCW or if he was in the AWA or any of those other. We could look it up real quick. But his name was James Harris. I remember back in, when the hell did he wear that? He wore a shirt, Kamala 2020. Was it 2020? He wore some type of shirt. But it was Kamala, Ugandan Giant. Yeah, Harris debuted for WWE in 1984 as a Ugandan Giant. He passed away in August of 2020 at the age of 70 due to cardiac arrest related to COVID-19. So far, Triple H, Michelle McCool, and Lex Luger have been confirmed as inductees. I think Kamala should go. Too bad he's dead. Can't enjoy the accolades. But he had diabetes, had both legs amputated, I think. He was a mess. So when he died in 2020, I mean, I'm not going to say it's a blessing because I'm sure his family misses him and stuff. Hopefully. But at least he's not suffering anymore, yeah. So he's like, come on. Yeah. Kamala. Yeah, Kimchi was, what's his name? Different people played Kimchi. The guy did the Brooklyn Brawler was Kimchi at one time also. The guy in Brooklyn Brawler also he wasn't the original Doink Khan, but he played Doink Khan at one time too. Steve Lombardi, is that his name? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool if Kamala gets in there. I like Kamala. I don't know if there's another Kamala out there wrestling, but I'm not sure if it's actually related to him or just somebody else that looks like him a little bit. I don't know. Oh, Kamala, not Harris. Marvel's $61 million box office bomb is now a hit on Netflix. Craven the Hunter. That's already on Netflix, huh? I want to see that. I'm surprised it went to Netflix. Did it go to Netflix first? Oh, but it was Sony. That's why. It was still one of Sony's last movies, I guess. Craven the Hunter. Yeah. Interesting character. I'm not sure if they mentioned Spider-Man or anything in it, but it's more about him going after his father or somebody. Excuse me. So it might be an all right movie. I mean, it was a bomb because probably nobody wants to see it. When you got a Marvel movie about one character, people want to see a bunch of characters now. They want to see Thor. They want to see the big ones. Thor, Captain America, the original Captain America, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, even as Doom, I guess. Who else was in those damn movies? Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and the Hulk. And nobody cares about the Hulk. I had to say that Thor was probably my favorite Marvel movies out of all of them. Individual ones, not talking about the Avengers. Captain America, yeah, the first one was all right. The Winter Soldier was no, Civil War was almost like a Avengers movie. Captain America Civil War, but it was like Avengers. They're all in it, So that was pretty good. Thor Ragnarok was pretty cool. The first Thor was all right. The second Thor sucked, but Thor Ragnarok was really good. And it's also good because it leads into the Infinity Wars or whatever. So, what else? The Iron Man movies, probably the first one was the best. And anything else? The Galaxy of the Guardian movies are pretty good. The 1 and 2. That's pretty much about it. I mean, Ant-Man, I don't even think I've seen Ant-Man movie, to tell you the truth. I don't think I've seen Ant-Man or the second one. Doctor Strange I've seen. The Spider-Man one with Doctor Strange, whatever the hell that was called. No Way Home or something like that. That was all right. But I tried watching it a couple of weeks ago, and I just couldn't get into it. That's one of those movies like one time is enough. It's got to be a movie that brings you back. Like the Star Wars movies. I tried to watch. Well, I did watch the first one, The Force Awakens. The newer ones. And I was like, it's not too bad. It's nice to see it again. I haven't seen it in a few years. But I don't have Disney, so it was on one of the other streaming services, and that's the only one on there. So I'm like, I can't watch the other two. I'm like, shit. Oh well. Yeah. I'm hoping the Disney Marvel don't screw up the X-Men. A lot of people didn't like the X-Men with Fox doing it. I thought they were pretty good. I mean, with the exception of X3, X-Men 3 The Last Stand. It had some glimmers of hope, but it was kind of crappy. The other X-Men, the first couple movies in the combination, the X-Men First Class was good. What was it? The second one with Sebastian Shaw or whatever, Kevin Bacon. Wait, was that? That was the first one, was it? That was the second one. Damn. What were the X-Men movies with the newer class? Future Class. Okay, X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Futures Past. All right, so the second one was the one where they all combined, right? And then X-Men Apocalypse, which sucked. That one had glimmer of hopes. And then X-Men Dark Phoenix really sucked. They should never got that girl from Game of Thrones. I don't see her as Jean Grey at all. Yeah. So they're all done. Maybe they'll have cameos. Who knows, right? Now that some of them did have cameos in the Deadpool movie. What was that Deadpool 2? Part 2, I think, right? When he went to the mansion, Xavier's mansion, and was Cyclops, or not Cyclops, Colossus, yeah. And they go by the room, and a bunch of them are in there. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Wow, Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine, Audio Slave, said to his son, I guess, I said, can you take 5 minutes away from playing Fortnite, and I'll teach you the first 3 notes of Stairway to Heaven. Tom Morello, I'm building the perfect shredder. His 13-year-old son, Roman. So hopefully his son Roman does good job. 2024. Yeah, I guess his son's playing with him on stage. So Tom Morello is a good guitar player. I don't agree with some of his political views, but a really good guitarist. A unique sound too. You can tell with Audio Slave, that's like Rage Against the Machine mellowed out a little bit, you know. I don't know if this will get blocked, but it's on YouTube. Ah, well. So I'm not sure if that's something he told his son years ago. Yeah, I'll teach you 3 notes of Stairway to Heaven if you put that to Fortnite. That's what you got to do with your kids, man. You got to teach them something. Either fix a car, anything. You got to force them. You got to tell them, put down the fucking PlayStation. It's time to be a man. Get out here and let me show you how to fix a car. Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to change a tire. And I even show them, make them do it, and then work them through it. You know. Yeah, I wish I had somebody did that to me. They asked me if I wanted to do it. No, should have forced me. Very easy to force a kid to do something. Get out here. You're not going out this weekend. You're going to be grounded this weekend. Okay, I'm fine. I'll come out, figure out how to change a tire. You know, that's all you got to do. You're not playing PlayStation till you come out here and I show you how to do this. Okay. I'm taking the PlayStation away for a week. Shit, I'm taking it away for a day. They'll come out and do it. You know? Yeah, I wish I did that with my stepson too. I tried to get him to do a few things, but I didn't force him. His mother didn't like it when I tried to make him do things or whatever. So, yeah, he turned out all right though. I'm trying to make like a tree and get out of here. Let's leave, you idiot. I'm trying to make like a Monopoly board and pass go. Just go. What a rough night at work, man. That's a rough night every night. Well. Yeah, I uploaded a short earlier for Jammer. I started off the talking and he finished it. Jammer does a lot of talking. A lot of the shorts when I'm doing beer reviews or whatever with him. A lot of shorts are going to be pro Jammer. Rugby. Yeah, well, thanks for watching Drinking and Thinking, Spit or Swallow Beer Review. I am Shagdog. I'm going to see if I can upload a couple of the shorts from this video. And I'll probably edit the whole video or upload that in a day or two. I got to eat my breakfast. So I eat dinner in the morning when I get home from work. Still have to eat that and then go to bed. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Spit or swallow. Well, I got to finish this beer, right? We always finish our beers in the spit or swallow beer review, unless I'm not feeling it. Yeah, finishing that beer. One little sip left. That's it. We'll see you on the next one. Spit or swallow beer review.